today's entertainment helpful, don't forget to smash that lovely like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. Now, on with the show. As we're about to go and have a look at the stock market, I'm sure it'll be another green day. We're always having green days. Let's just have a look. What? What's happened? Oh my lord. Everyone's panicking. It's a crash. We've got to sell before we have a total meltdown. Quick, turn it to a different picture so I can't panic. Oh no. No. Quick, I need something to calm me down. Quick. Oh, that's a bit better. Lucky I have an emergency pack of chamomile on hand. Now, is it a crash? Or is it just a healthy correction? What we have to look at with this is, rather than focusing on this picture and seeing red, we should be looking at this picture, which I've been showing you the past few days, and thinking everyone's been shouting how the market's too high and a correction is coming. See this as a healthy correction. Now, there's a few ways to play this. As I said a few days ago to a week ago, is if you have shares that you've made enough of profit in, where you've hit your price points, sell, put the cash to one side, make sure you've got 10 to 20% cash on hand, or make sure you're in good companies that could survive. Do not go into companies that are overpriced, because the RSI is at 90%. This isn't I told you so, because if it's just a healthy correction, we cannot keep doing videos like this. You've got to remember, during the crash, nearly every day was like this. It's like, oh, the market's down 5%. The other day it was down 10, 12%. It doesn't really matter. So you can see, for those who missed out on certain stocks, you can see this as an entry point to buy some of them stocks. And then when it goes up again, back in. The other way to look at it is you put in a tiny, if you did sell, take profit, you can buy back in and maximize your profit, but keeping some back in case it goes down even further. Now, this is kind of proof that the speculators are running the market. If you needed any more proof, just look at Hertz, bankrupt company, which isn't going to go anywhere. I even done a video on Hertz, I think 2 videos. First one, when they first declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy, saying, we do not go in it long term, we go in it for a matter of a day or two. Short term for the run up, which will occur, and it did occur. It ran up 600%. I never expected it. I expected 100% at maximum. And for a rental company that's bringing in no money, bleeding cash, even the CEO sold the shares, to run up 600%, you have what I'd say a suspect IPO. Well, an IPO that was a bit funny, unorthodox, sorry, for a car company, and people will argue it's a tech company that hasn't actually made or sold a car or mass produced a car has gone up 150%. That all of the companies that have gone into Chapter 11 bankruptcy have all gone up over 100%, most of them over 300%. You look at JCPenney, even now you have to think then it is the speculators making money, putting money in there. I don't begrudge them making money, but I also think when the ones that got in at $20 and have seen it hit $90 for Nikola have suddenly thought, I've 4.5x my money, I can take it out and buy a Tesla share, which isn't a speculative company, it's a confirmed company, and they've moved the money, and that's frightening the other speculative investors who didn't do the same thing. They've just pulled their money out of the market, and so are the others. But to tell the truth, I think if they're new investors, they probably won't have that setup available to be notified of that information. However, I do think when you see some of the companies that are being bought up, GoPro, over the crash, it was GoPro and things like that. I mean, ACB did a reverse split, taking their share price up, and then all of a sudden the spec investors piled in and doubled it for no reason. And you do have the spec investors running the market, and when they come in and they push the prices up, other people see the prices rising, they have FOMO, they jump on it, and then the robo investors suddenly see stock trending, and they jump on it. So, and the worst thing happens then is it confirms to these new investors that they're doing the right thing, until something like this happens, a healthy correction. What happens is you have Secretary Mnuchin, or Powell, Fed, coming out and saying the outlook isn't good over the next couple of years, economic outlook. Did anyone expect it to be good with what's just happened? Nowhere in the world is the economic outlook going to be good. So I think it's a case of not panicking, only selling if you made a profit, as I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, and using this as an opportunity. You see it as a correction. That's what I've done. And if it drops even further, then you look at it as it could be the start of a crash. Now, I'm not saying go and put all your money back in, but I actually done quite well yesterday, I'm ashamed to say. Grubhub was at a low because Uber came out of it. It was at 57, and I'm thinking, but Just Eat have already confirmed it. So I have Delivery Hero, so I did a video on it saying, why you know, and then DoorDash was interested only because Grubhub was, and then you had some of my other shares were up a bit, so the ones that were up, I took profit on. I moved into Grubhub. Of course, then Just Eat have gone in and confirmed the takeover, and it went up within a day. Made $5-6 a share on that. I pulled the shares back out, and of course the crash happened, and I bought back in on the other companies, and I made a few dollars per share in the other companies because they're still good companies. I still believe in them. If you believe in them, nothing wrong with averaging down, because I still believe in the market long term. And history shows us, even during a crash, if you're in during a crash, there may be a dip, your prices may suffer short term, but long term you will still make money out of it. And I will do a video about the interest rates. It's a follow-on video, so be sure to catch that. However, as long as it doesn't dip anymore, then you can see this is a healthy correction. However, if the S&P dips, sorry about this, the S&P and then you will see how then you could see it going now. The problem is, we all knew it was too high. We all knew a correction is coming, and it's all about how much of a correction is. As long as it doesn't go below 29, then 28, then 27, it should be fine. Because I think if it does start dipping again, that's when you'll get people panicking, taking their money out. And they've already announced that they're not going to have another lockdown. They can't afford another lockdown. No one can. And you have you have to look at it realistically. They hope a cure will come out soon. They hope a vaccine will come out soon. They want that to come out in enough time and use herd immunity until then. So I think they were silly with Vegas not forcing people to wear masks. But I mean, even the protesters were wearing masks, maybe for a different reason, but at least in mass gatherings, and it's shown to work. The states that have had the highest rates of infection were the ones that don't wear masks. So people are seeing what the Fed have said, seeing what economists are saying. They are seeing rising cases, and they are thinking, I'm pulling out. Anyway, make sure you catch my video on the interest rates. I'll be going over some businesses and how they have used interest rates to acquire debt and grow their business, and what you need to look out for when everyone's saying, well, going to this company has been growing for a long time now, and how it's false growth. Also, I'll be doing another video later on about a well-known bank that is due to issue so many new shares. It's frightening, and you need to steer clear of. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.